What is up, guys? Marv Talks Wrestling here. Welcome to my Monday Night Raw results and review. Today I'm going to be covering Monday Night Raw of April 11, 2016, and it was a pretty dang good, it was actually a good Raw. I don't know why it received such low. Well, I can kind of understand why people wouldn't want to tune into Raw. Roman Reigns is WWE champ. But beside that, it was actually a pretty good Raw. I really don't have any bad reviews about it. Just some criticism here and there, but overall it was a pretty good show. Not one of the best Raws ever, but definitely it was good. It was great. It was fun. But let's get right into the results. So Shane McMahon opened up the show and makes a couple of big announcements. I will tell you these announcements as I go on with the show. One of these announcements pissed off Kevin Owens, and he came out. He demanded a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Shane McMahon, he said that, sorry, I just ran up the stairs and got right to this. He announced there will be a match to determine the number one contender. I thought his opponent was going to be Zack Ryder, but nope. We got Cesaro, which, brings us to the first match, Kevin Owens versus Cesaro for number one contenders match. It was a great match. First of all, I like Cesaro's new entrance now. It's like the little Hitman with the straw thing. You know how you see in those Hitman movies where the straw is pointing or the gun. Anyways, you can probably tell if you saw his entrance, a little Minitron thing. But anyways, these two put in a great match. They never disappointed. The ending made me think for sure Kevin Owens is going to win the match. But Cesaro was, because Cesaro was really, he was selling the injured shoulder. He was really selling it. He was doing the swing, the Cesaro swing. And he gave up because his shoulder gave up. But Cesaro reversed the pop-up powerbomb into the neutralizer, and he wins the match. Cesaro is the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Rest in peace, Zack Ryder. Our second... Next, we have a backstage segment between Charlotte and Ric Flair, who were ranting about Natalya getting a title shot, and then Dr. Phil comes out of nowhere and tries to send a wake-up call to Charlotte by telling her to stand on her own 2 feet instead of leaning on her father. And then after it cuts, Kevin Owens is confronting Shane McMahon and then threatened to attack Sami Zayn. Shane McMahon warned Kevin Owens not to do that. He's not screwing over Sami again. He's not taking any risks. So he later orders Kevin Owens to be escorted out of the building. And that's it for him for the night. Second match, the Lucha Dragons versus the Dudley Boys. Tag team tournament first round before the match started. New Day, it was announced that there will be a tag team tournament where the winner of the tournament will face a New Day for the WWE Tag Team Championship. And before the match started, New Day claimed no one will dethrone them. And of course, we have yet another injury, which I'm hoping is just a book. I'm not too sure what happened, but when after the commercial break, Kalisto was lying on the ground. He was grabbing, I guess, his neck or his collarbone. But anyways, the Dudley Boys picked up by hitting Sakar with a 3D. It was basically a 2-on-1 handicap match. I'm really hoping it was a book and not another injury. The Dudley Boys move on to the tournament. After the match, Enzo and Cass come out. They cut a promo on the Dudleys. And then next, we got Roman Reigns who comes out. Sorry. We got Roman Reigns who says he'll come out and he will retain the championship. And due to overwhelming social media support, Roman Reigns is stripped of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Out come the League of Nations and say they're stronger than ever after kicking out Barrett, even though it's only been a week and we haven't seen him in a week. But they then charge for Roman Reigns, and the Wyatt family come out to fight off the League of Nations, which is weird. Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, they're not names where you would think they will team up. But Shane then announces Bray Wyatt will team with Roman Reigns and go against the League of Nations, which I think is a little dumb because we gotta build up the main title storyline. You can't get Roman involved with the with the Wyatts versus the League of Nations. Roman should not be involved. Roman should be feuding with AJ Styles. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns did not see one another at all in this Raw. So it was pretty bad booking, but I ate my words later tonight. I'll get to that later. Our third match was Charlotte versus Natalya for the WWE Women's Championship. Dr. Phil joined ringside for some reason. I'm actually quite disappointed. This match was great. I just think it's BS. Ric Flair was once again the deciding factor. I love the Nature Boy, but this is getting old. Natalya has Charlotte locked in a sharpshooter, and Charlotte tapped. But before she did tap, Ric Flair pulled out the referee, causing a disqualification. Natalya wins the match, but Charlotte is still the WWE Women's Championship. Then our next match, the Usos versus the Social Outcasts Tag Team Tournament first round. I don't care about this match. Usos won. The ending is where I marked down. While the Usos were celebrating, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson come out. Yes, I said that. Doc Gallows, or Luke Gallows as WWE refers him, and Carl Anderson, they come out and they beat up the Usos. In my mind, I'm wondering why the crowd is so dead. Really, I didn't hear anything. I was really just hoping it was because my TV volume was down. And I'm like, holy shit, Festus is back. The Bullet Club is here. By God, it's gotta be Imposter Kane. Thankfully, I thank them so much for beating up the Usos. I don't like the Usos. I'm pretty sure no one does. They're boring. They suck. Bullet Club. Then our next, we got AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. As I mentioned before about Shane McMahon making announcements here, one of them, if Sami Zayn wins the match, he will be added to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at Payback. However, Sami Zayn did not win the match, but they did have a great match. It was definitely a great match. I loved it. It did not disappoint. AJ Styles won after hitting the phenomenal forearm with, what am I going to say? On Sami Zayn. He got the pinfall victory. And they shook hands backstage, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. Maybe Sami Zayn will feud with Kevin Owens, who knows. Afterwards, we had Chris Jericho. He hosted the highlight reel with special guest Chris Jericho. Dean Ambrose interrupted and changed it to the Ambrose Asylum. I thought it was funny when Dean Ambrose handed Chris Jericho a California speeding ticket instead of a letter of shame. Okay, so Dean Ambrose, he walks in the ring, he says, here's a letter of shame. Alright, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. But anyways, so Dean Ambrose, he walked in the ring. He said he's changing it to an Ambrose Asylum. Thanks to Shane McMahon, who said he was going to do that. He hands him supposed letter. Chris Jericho grabs it. He says, this is a California speeding ticket. And I can't help but laugh. It was really funny. And then he gives him the actual letter, and it has a hole in it. What? And then Dean Ambrose starts roasting Chris Jericho's scarf. Chris Jericho gets mad. He knocks the microphone off of Dean Ambrose's hand. Dean Ambrose hits him with dirty deeds. And that's it. I guess they're gonna feud now. It wouldn't be that bad of a feud. I like it. I'm gonna dig it. And then we have Apollo Crews versus Adam Rose. Apollo Crews puts on yet another impressive performance. He beat Adam Rose after hitting him with a spin-out powerbomb. And I gotta address something real quick. People say this should be... He beat Adam Rose by hitting him with a spin-out powerbomb. I'm sorry, as I was saying, people are saying he should be main event status. I don't necessarily agree. Don't get me wrong, he's incredibly talented. I'm not hating on him. This is just the truth. I just think he needs to develop his character. Once he develops a character, because he's already got the talent, he develops a character, boom, main event status right there. So just give him time, you'll get there. And then finally, the main event, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt versus the League of Nations. This is great, especially the finish. I like how Bray Wyatt hit Alberto Del Rio with Sister Abigail, and as he was pinning Del Rio, he signaled to Sheamus like that to get speared by Roman Reigns. I'm really hoping Bray Wyatt gets in the main event picture soon. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt win. They just go on face to face, and bam, show's over. And that is it for the Raw results, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more. You won't regret it. It was a great Raw. I liked it. Even Dr. Phil was great. It was fun. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Links down below. Subscribe to my main channel. Subscribe to my gaming channel. Links down below. Please leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'll greatly appreciate all of those. Thank you guys for watching and have a beautiful day. Goodbye.